All right, this is the newser yesterday post-practice. Mike Sullivan of your Pittsburgh Penguins talking to the there many times, crucial situations when the media get it. It's happening right now, and we're listening to all of these reporters trying to get that one question.
Well, you get the one question in, do the final story, just do the premier setup piece because all the marbles are on the line tonight. If I may use a cliche.
You can. Did you ever play shooting marbles when you were a kid?
And let that be a lesson to you youngsters out there. Avoid cliches like the plague.
Here's what happened. This is what he was doing. He was actually shooting marbles. That does look like Dick Weber from the old, or Earl Anthony from the old professional bowler store. Right?
It does. It just this is another safety tip. If you're going to sign a lot of autographs, make sure you're warmed up.
Hey, where'd that coin go? Bam, you got that coin?
I got that.
Oh, yeah, show the audience this.
Don't forget the hat too, because this is my membership in.
All right, I'll take a sip of little Mickey D's coffee where you show that. Go ahead.
This is new commemorative coin, 82nd Airborne, on its 100th anniversary. As an infantry organization, 75 years ago, went airborne. So this is the challenge coin that was issued at Fort Bragg for All American Week.
And don't forget, this Wednesday it'll be Flag Day, so show the flag and salute it. And remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Okay, listen, Greg, you don't want to push this thing to Game 7. The Pens have never clinched it on home ice, but I'd be satisfied for them to wrap it up tonight and get this thing done.
Yeah, I think we'd all be satisfied, but it's really the Nashville team plays a different. They are almost a different creature when they're in Nashville, and it's interesting the way the Penguins just took control of that game the other night. But hockey's, we always talk about momentum, and you're only as good, you only have as much momentum as your goaltender in the next game and what's going on. So I would be surprised if the Penguins dominate this game, and they could win the game, but they're not going to dominate this game like they did the other night.
Holy catfish, Pratte, man. And I say that in memory of our good friend Adam West.
Adam West.
Army veteran.
From Walla Walla, Washington.
Pardon me?
Walla Walla.
Bora Bora, Walla Walla.
But, as you were saying.
Pago. No, but the pressure is definitely on Nashville. Backs to the wall first time, elimination game. What's the record of home? 9-1 in the playoffs. So yeah, this is a tough task.
One of the things Sullivan was talking about was the play of Jake Ginsel, but they've got a pretty fair rookie in Goudreau as far as Nashville. So a lot of youth being served in this final. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, but you need that blend of youth and experience. But it's still hard to beat that dynamic duo, the two-headed monster of Malkin and Crosby. Who wins the Conn Smythe? Who's the favorite right now?
I like Getzel in that role because of all the scoring that he did leading up to it. I mean, is the Conn Smythe, just like an MVP for the last series, or is it for the whole length of the playoffs? And when you're making that decision, you got to think of that kid who, really.
I really think it depends on what happens tonight or in Game 7.
Do you think, Rob and Bob, that there is a major influence on the fact that they pulled Rene so early in that game the other night? Does that impact his mindset, or do you think he was just as pleased to get the heck out of there?
They had him done after they were down 0-2. So, I mean, like P.K. Subban said, there's a reason he's a three-time Vezina finalist. Come on.
But go back to Game 3. When that game started, Rene was not on his game. He found his game in the second period. So there's no guarantee he bounces back. I mean, he's got to see those guys in his nightmares coming at him from every angle. Goalies, you just never know what that mindset is.
But it was amazing how everything just started to go right for the Penguins in that game. Hainsey scoring a goal, on the late rush. That was crazy. That never happened.
All right, 1984, June 9th, Mario Lemieux was taken #1 overall. And boy, how the times have changed, but he's the catalyst for all of this.
Le Magnifique, Sans Encees. Yeah, Eddie Johnson called his name at the draft. First 25 years of Penguins history, you can just you have Pierre LaRouche and you have some decent players, but don't forget there's some symmetry at work here. This is the 50th anniversary of the Penguins and the 100th year of the NHL, so some numbers coming together.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's just a font of knowledge,
Worthless minutia. It's
all right, let's close out on this note. Paul Steigerwald, the great Paul Steigerwald, social media, and jump right out at me. Mike Sullivan, the best coach in the NHL. Hard to disagree.
Absolutely. I've heard it said, my neighbor came across the street yesterday to tell me he's the Bill Belichick of hockey right now. he's in a position to do something that nobody else has done in Penguin history. Won 2 Stanley Cups as a coach.
It's an interesting analogy too, because Belichick also had the situation where he was in Cleveland and couldn't get it done. Similar with Sullivan in Vancouver or wherever it was. Had gotten fired, and everybody thought this guy can't coach his way out of a paper bag. And now he's the greatest.
To give the Penguins some love, big screen on the outside, but you can go inside at watch party. You guys just love what they do. They did that the last time out, and they're really giving fans an opportunity to get up close and personal. To me, that's a good thing.
I think the Penguins, more than any of the other teams, do it. Have their finger on the pulse of the city, and they embrace their fans.
You know, Bambino just told me this watch party that we were talking about. It's sold out.
Yeah.
$10 and it goes to Penguins charity, so it's sold out. For them,
You can watch outside too.
Yeah. I just hope to catch a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Busy day.
Yeah, and hide the couches, put the couches inside.
That's it. Although there's some more symmetry because you got those ugly West Virginia colors that Nashville wears, and then people.
You're a Pitt fan, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
By the way, I said I ate gourmet the other day. Saturday, truthfully, 2 10-piece McNuggets. Giant Coca-Cola. Just drove around, and it was like almost heaven, West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains and McDonald's McNuggets. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the only way to go. And I plan on leaving right now. Have a great rest of your day. Tune in for the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show. Last time I checked, we're on the air Sundays 11 to 1.
I think you're a couple of fries short of a Happy Meal.
That's right. Tell me about it. I knew that. So long, everybody.
Mike,